Raj, a man born of Leicester soil, yet carrying the deep earthen legacy of Punjab, stood amidst the morning rush of the Liberty Cuppa. At 55, his café was a vibrant anomaly, a nexus where masala chai met English breakfast, and gluten-free pastries rested beside traditional jalebi. This establishment, his life's work, was his function, serving as a bridge between God and people. For what should be a day of celebration, it felt more like a crushing test of his soul. He had built the menu with integration in mind, clear, high-contrast digital menus on every table, staff trained in basic signing, a low-sensory corner. Yet he felt a creeping cultural isolation. Was he losing the pure expression of his own heritage by catering to every community except the part of himself that yearned for the unapologetic traditions of his ancestors? The tension crystallized when his older brother, Arjun, entered. Arjun, a man of rigid formation, saw Raj's efforts not as grace, but as foolish compromise. "You run a cultural zoo, Raj," Arjun hissed, gesturing to a young woman using an assistive device to order a specialized blend. "You chase every fleeting wind to keep everyone happy, draining yourself. Your cafe is successful, yes, but at what cost to your family and your name? This constant pressure, this strain, it is an unsustainable burden." Raj felt the flow of his narrative. He was not failing, he was succeeding too well, dissolving his own identity in the process of serving others. Just then, a regular, a non-verbal elderly gentleman sat down at the low-sensory corner. Raj's daughter Simran, who normally resented the financial strain of her father's idealism, brought him his usual cup, a perfectly steeped Earl Grey, served with an extra-wide handle for his motor impairment. As the man took a careful, peaceful sip, a small, genuine smile touched his face. Simran caught Raj's eye, a silent moment of discernment passing between them. Raj realized his fruit was not financial gain or cultural fusion, but the profound transformation in that single peaceful moment. For Raj, connecting with people is not about being cultureless, but about creating a space where every person, regardless of their world, is given the freedom to simply be. The tea was not just a beverage, it was the meeting point for unity. The silence of the elderly man's contented sip was louder than Arjun's judgment. In that quietude, the atmosphere of the setting shifted from a place of tension to a sacred space of truth. In a moment of spiritual layering, the choice of an accessible tea handle revealed a kingdom principle: that true inclusion is a radical act of love and spiritual obedience. Raj closed his eyes, accepting the mantle of stewardship, finding strength not in his heritage, but in the Christ-centered presence that transcended it all. Father, in this tension-filled season, we confess the pressure to diminish ourselves to please or categorize others. You broke down the ultimate division and offered freedom to connect. Break the cultural divisions we build in our hearts. Build understanding where our identity feels strained, and help us live by the liberty we carry, impacting everyone around us with your love and presence. For the struggling soul, the exhausted challenger, and the one whose life seems worked out, anchor them in the hope that their authentic self, their true function, is found only in you. Amen.